Hi, so I want to show you why in 2021 you must make sure your computer has an SSD drive. You know about a hard disk, but then right now we don't want to use hard disks as such. We want to use SSD drives, which is the new thing. The SSD drive is solid state drive. It's much faster, and I'll demonstrate this now by restarting my computer. I have installed I have two drives on this machine. The first is what it came with, a HDD 1 GB drive, which is more or less the whole hard disk, the whole type of hard disk that has moving parts. And then I installed by myself a solid state drive onto this machine, and it's much faster. I didn't delete the first installation, and so I'm able to run both on this machine. So we'll just use the most effective way to demonstrate this, which is startup speed. Here we go. This part is common to both, and we'll see. Okay, so the first drive, volume 8, is the SSD, and the second drive is the HDD. So we'll give it a try just now. There we go. It's barely seconds to start, and to show that it's on, I'm going to open one of the most intensive programs I have, which is a chess program, and I'll just click on that, click OK, and enter and analyze, and by the time it's done loading, which is essentially maybe about 40 seconds or so, and we're in onto a very intensive program that has a lot going, and you can make a move there. Great, that's not necessarily a good move, I'm just doing it for the sake of this video. It's actually a bad move. So yeah, close that. I'm going to restart the machine. I'm just going to long press the power button to completely turn it off, and then we start again. So here we have the second drive, volume 3. We'll see how long this takes. And here probably just will illustrate, we took about 40 seconds the first time in startup, and now we will see how long this takes. And by and large, what I'm hoping to do is to convince you that unless you're buying a computer as can I say, you want to use it as a wall mounting, or you want to gift it to an enemy so that they can be sluggish in their work, or you want to use it as a decoration on your wall, or you want to use it as an example of what not to do, don't buy a computer in 2021 with the HDD, hard disk, and if you have one already, then upgrade to an SSD. If you have one already, no issue. Just once it's done with its life, when you're upgrading, then upgrade. And SSD is not new anymore. They've been there for a very long time, and the costs have come down. So I'm saying all these stories all the while the computer hasn't really gotten to where it's supposed to be. Of course, you can see this orange tinge here. It's just because of pressure on the screen. The machine I'm using is HP Envy 15-inch 2017. It has 12 gigs of RAM and Core i7 8th generation. So it's a pretty fast machine generally, and this is what it came with initially. So we'll give it a couple of minutes to start, and we took about, was it 40 seconds on the first instance, and now we're seeing how long it's going to take. Yeah, please wait. And I'll tell you, I've moved away from this to the first startup that you saw, and you can tell how much happy I am. On this one, I doubt that I even have a password. Okay, so it's just going to log me in automatically, and you're still waiting. We are at about 2 minutes now up to this stage. It's welcoming me now. In my queue, when I got this machine, it was already much faster than what I thought I had before because of the processor and the RAM. Yeah, but now compared to an SSD, it's like I'm using what, is it a 486? There's something like that before Pentium, I think, and Pentium was the fastest thing in the 90s, late 90s. Then we had the dual cores, then Core 2 Duo. Then we went to the Core I's, and then maybe it's important, I can just mention now that when you talk about Core i3, Core i5, Core i7, it's not uniform across board. You have to think about the generation of the Core i. So Core i3 is normally the lowest level, then the Core i5, and the Core i7, but then they have different generations. So for example, an 8th generation Core i7 is far better than a Core i3 8th generation is probably far better than a Core i7 4th generation. And now we have 10th generation Core i's, I think Core i10, Core i7, and maybe there's a Core i9 if I'm not mistaken. I think it was coming up with the, I think, extra cores compared to what was there before, and it's probably much faster than anything else that we have. Yeah, so the whole discussion I'm having now is because I'm waiting for my computer to start up. You can see the orange tinge, meaning that the computer is still on, and all we are doing is waiting for it to boot. I hope it hasn't hung or crashed, by the way, and that it still remembers that I'm here and it's going to work. It's the same machine. I've just changed the drive that's starting, and I hope, well, this is way longer than I expected, actually, to be honest. There has to be a problem. Can I try Ctrl-Alt-Delete, or that's going to mess it up? Or you're already convinced? Yeah, let me try Ctrl-Alt-Delete for this one, just in case. Maybe that's going to increase the startup time. I'm not sure. I saw the blue thing that goes around, meaning it's still starting. Okay, what I'm going to do is give up and hope that from that you are convinced that you should upgrade. Oh, finally it's coming up. Okay, so I have the program installed somewhere here on the taskbar. It's not even popped up, and my recording limit will be reached before it even pops up, like 12 seconds. We are already way overboard, so please do yourself a favor, improve productivity, get an SSD drive. Thank you.